So Jon Gruden is out as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach after emails spanning almost a decade were leaked, released, however you want to put it. They got out there, they got reported on, and the results were not good for Jon Gruden. The first email, he commented on DeMaurice Smith, who was one of the directors of the NFL Players Association, and he commented about the size of his lips in a comment that I'm not going to repeat on here because it's not appropriate. He also went on, and more emails were released after that email. So more emails were released on Friday, and they were actually sent to Mark Davis, the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. So the way this all played out was, we saw the email about DeMaurice Smith, right? And that was released to the public. And then privately, the NFL sent over on Friday multiple other emails to Mark Davis, the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. And then it kind of was like a tinderbox on fire, and it just blew up from there. He was allowed to coach on Sunday, considering some of the stuff he had to say in those emails. You got to wonder how that happened and how Mark Davis came to that conclusion. But overall, what we can deduce from this is that, one, the Raiders could not keep him on after some of the things he said, especially after they became public, because they not only were hurtful to African American people, they not only were hurtful to the LGBT community, they not only were hurtful to women, but they were representative of something that the NFL, that sports, that our culture, that our society has tried to really get away from, and that is hate. Jon Gruden in these emails did multiple terrible things. He sent naked pictures of women to other people across the league. He was apparently messaging Bruce Allen, emailing Bruce Allen, talking about how he doesn't like the idea of gay players in the NFL. And this was around the same time that Michael Sam draft process was going on. So there's been a lot of things that came out in this. There's also him talking about how he never wants to see a female referee, a lot of bullshit stuff. So what we can deduce, though, is that this was a decision that was done probably, one, for the benefit of the league, two, for the benefit of PR, because that's what Mark Davis definitely took into this. Like, you can't ignore that aspect of it. It's not all just, oh, well, we want to move on. The dude let Jon Gruden coach on Sunday, knowing what he said in those emails. So there's that part of this as well. The other factor you have to take into this is what the players probably think. I know there were some of his former players, when the DeMaurice Smith thing happened, they came out and they said that, oh, okay, it happened, right? But one thing you can, like, and look, if my thinking of it is, the DeMaurice Smith thing was terrible, but if it was just that, like in a vacuum or whatever, he might have kept his job. But all of this piled on, it shows a track record of hate, intolerance, and all that kind of jazz, and it won't be tolerated in the NFL today because of the locker rooms we have, because most of the players are African American, because Jon Gruden coaches the first openly gay player to ever play in an NFL game in Carl Nassib. So it's no place for that kind of thing in the NFL culture, in our society. And I think Jon Gruden is going to be an example for coaches moving forward, and people, honestly, in the NFL moving forward from a sports sense, because you can't do this kind of stuff. And look, whatever you want to say, I know there's a lot of people want to rush to his defense or whatever for some weird, ungodly reason, but reality is, he did all of this through emails. He sent this to people on their work emails. He disparaged a lot of marginalized groups. He disparaged a lot of people, including the commissioner, Roger Goodell, including DeMaurice Smith. This is unprofessional behavior at the very, very, very least. And I think we can all agree on that part. But it's also wild because, Jon Gruden, he got this 10-year, $100 million contract a few years ago. They haven't made the playoffs. The best record they've had is 8-8, and now he's out. I feel like he should have been fired anyway because the team just wasn't showing up to play, but that's just me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. And we'll see you next time.